November 2021. Now today is a very special day. Today is also my mom's anniversary, my mom and dad anniversary. Yeah, 43rd anniversary opal. All right. Okay, so it's a very big day for us. We're probably gonna go out for something later. All right, today more experts are citing overvaluation. Now today you can see my background is full of people's faces. Okay, first of all, we have Jerome Powell and this lady. Who is this lady? This lady is a special lady. Anyone can tell me? I'll give you 2.88 ADA coin. Can you tell me this lady? Who is that? The one that my mouse is showing you right now. Yeah. Okay, this lady that's standing beside Jerome Powell. Do you know who is she and what will she be doing? All right. Anyone can tell me? Yeah, the one. Okay. I mean, you're probably being blocked by my picture. Sorry. But the one in the tie is Jerome Powell. So beside him, there's this lady. All right. Do you know who is this? Yes, what's the potential Federal Reserve Chair lady? But what's her name? Anybody? I want a name. Anybody? Can you tell me who is she? The first person can give it to me. I'll give you the 2.88 in a coin. Who is she? Okay, what's the name? Yes, Breno, yay, wow, okay, Brett something. Okay, the person that got it correct is Fred. Okay, oh, okay. Okay, Fred, you will be getting our 2.88 ADA coin, yeah? I'll give to you, ADA 2.88 ADA coin. Okay, we will give it to you. Susan, if you're online, please take note of that. Okay, yes, indeed, 2.88 ADA coin. All right, okay. So she has a chance, a 50-50 chance to become the next Federal Reserve. All right. So Jerome Powell has interviewed both of them yesterday, and Joe Biden has interviewed them yesterday, and Joe Biden will announce who will be the next Fed chair this weekend. Yes, this weekend. Now, what happened is that if she becomes, so what will happen? Later on, I'll share with you, right? What will happen to the stock market? And that's the reason why you probably can see the Dow Jones now is trading a bit higher right now. Yeah. Of course, we have Evergrande. Now, Evergrande is having a problem right now because apparently the S&P service rating says that, right, they may default. And if they default, right, this will become a big problem for the entire China and Hong Kong market. Now, Cathy Wood has dumped all her Zillow shares. Yeah, she don't want to hold them. She's quite worried, in fact. Alibaba earnings was terrible. It was way below expectation. And of course, fund managers are all calling for a bit of selling in Beijing. Apparently, Joe Biden says that there might be a diplomatic boycott. My goodness, diplomatic boycott. So a lot of stuff today. Today with lots of information. Let's begin. Now, disclaimer as usual, my job is to explain to you the market risk and upside and downside, the direction and movement. Your job is to trade according to what you're supposed to do and do your risk assessment, okay? I'm not here to help you to do a risk assessment. You will have to do it on your own, yeah? Okay, very, very important, okay? All right, so let's just begin. Now, Wall Street joke of the day. Investors are rational. You are hilarious. Okay, so why is that so? Because obviously, if investors are rational, there will be no losses. It's because we are mostly irrational. That's why. Let me explain this to you guys. Take a look. Now, back then, when cryptocurrency like Bitcoin hit 69,000, I was very clear and I informed everybody that look, the next day, okay, the BNB was created. That's why it hit the 69,000 for the Bitcoin. I put a B over there. Can you see that? Yeah, hold on, yeah. Okay, I drew a B over here. I can make the color a bit different. Yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, I put a B over here to tell you that this is a BNB. Yeah, it's a BNB on this day. And I say that, right, if I'm correct, the next few days, crypto Bitcoin will come down. And I gave a specific figure, 56,500. Now look at the figure at that point. It was 64,000 at the time. So which means that I was predicting a $8,000 drop in Bitcoin back then itself, okay? So it was on 11th of November, 1 week ago, right, when I said this. How many of you remember? If you remember, please key the word REM right now, okay? If you remember, on 11 November, I was online with all of you, those who are online with me, and I say that Bitcoin will come down to a price called 56,500. Yeah, if you remember, please key the word REM right now. So while you want to key the numbers itself right now, how did I know it will come down? Because I have an indicator, the TWB indicator, that's called the BNB indicator. So the BNB indicator basically tells us that if it comes down, right, there will be a level given to us, and that level itself is 56,500. Yeah, indeed, that was the level that all of us, all the TWB students who have seen it. And of course, did the market perform to it? My goodness. That time itself, right, you can see on the 10th of November, 11 November, everybody was calling for buy. They're telling you, okay, now you go to 70,000 and you go to 100,000, 120,000. The media, everybody was all calling for buy, and they were very clear that the market will be there. And of course, Elon Musk says that you go to 69,000, okay? Back then, that was 1 month beforehand. Elon Musk already said Bitcoin will go to 69,000 when it was trading about 61,000 plus. So you can see the way they actually control the market. They purposely let the Bitcoin hit 69,000 and then come down. They are really enjoying themselves very much because they are now playing the GOD now. They are playing the GOD right now. All right, what's GOD? Yeah, spell it out, you know the answer. Okay, and that's what they want. They want to have the feeling of controlling the world. Incredible, right? So now the thing is this. Take a look, everybody. Look at the chart right now. Yeah, you can see, right? The cryptocurrency called Bitcoin really came down from the level I mentioned, and the level that I say was here. Can you see that on your screen? 56,549. And of course, today, this morning, the Bitcoin really came down, right? And it's how many days? 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, and again proven the 3-day theory. Remember the 3 to 4 days theory that I talked about? I say that once the market breaks a certain part of the BNB, within 3 to 4 days, usually we will see the profit. So this is how incredible our TWB system is. This is not the first time we are doing this, and this is not the last time we do this. Basically, it's all right. It really works like a gem. And as long as you just follow through and remember that you're gonna make money, right? So now this morning, what do we see? Wow, now everybody says that now Bitcoin is gonna crash. They're telling you that Bitcoin may drop to 80%. My goodness, this from Bloomberg, by the way, is today's data, okay? Bloomberg says Bitcoin needs to drop 80% before Marathon loses money on mining. Oh my goodness. All right. So all this thing is like really ridiculous. It's not saying Bitcoin will say go down. It's saying that you need to drop by 80% before Marathon loses money on mining. So meaning that, right, it is not possible to really go down by 80%. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So the thing is now, people are now saying that, okay, it's a good time to buy. Now at 62,000, I say no. At 60,000, I say no. At 58,000, I still say no. I say that now 56,500. If you want to buy some, I repeat, if you want to buy some, okay, just buy a little bit to test water, can. To buy a little bit to test water back to 58,000, it is a possibility, all right? So if you want to hold your Bitcoin and you're going to buy some Bitcoin right now, and you think that you're going to go up higher, right? Then you can try, yeah? I'm going to write properly for you. If you're going to buy some at 56,500 to buy under 58,000, just to try and test water, you can try. But that's not the best because I still think that Bitcoin may have a bit more room to go. And I'm going to still say that the next number it may have to go is 54,000. Yeah, maybe at 54,000, I can try a little bit too. Yeah, for 52 is the lower number based on mathematical formula. But based on the chart right now, is 54 to 52. Yeah, you're right, Fred. Indeed, I will still prefer to buy at 52, but based on our BNB, we all know that once the market hit a BNB extension minus 1 times 1, usually there will be intermittent recovery, right? Intermittent. So maybe we will see something like this, then go up to 58, then come back down to 52, maybe. Let me just write it down for you so that we can have this screen and made available to everybody's eyes, yeah? Okay, so anyway, my job is to tell you what you can look out for. Your job is to make money. And I'm glad that our brother Yao Tong also yesterday did make some small money lah, but at least it's good money, all right? Okay, so the other one is this. Remember, I told you don't buy Rivian. Remember, I said don't buy Rivian. I said that Rivian itself, don't buy. I said it will drop. And I think the number I gave you, I don't know whether y'all remember, was 123 to 125. Do y'all remember that? I said that Rivian will come down. It will drop down all the way to 123 to 125. Do y'all remember that? All right, this one is all right. Maybe I just talked about it very fast. I exited, or maybe I didn't tell you guys. I tell my friends around me. I said that don't chase Rivian. I said that Rivian will come down. Remember? That's for sure. I know it will come down, and I said this before, but I don't know whether did I tell you numbers or not. So anyone here who are my followers, who very follow my every little MAO, did I tell you about 123, 125 here? Did I say that? If yes, just say yes. If no, just say no, yeah? I cannot remember who I share, but I know that I say this 123, 125. So yesterday, the Rivian counter came down all the way to 123, 125. The question is this, how now? I will say that maybe it will likely be recovering. Now, why do I say that? Because you can see for Rivian, there is a gap here itself. Can you see? And this gap is now being covered. So I suspect that maybe this counter will recover and go up again. Okay, I didn't say to y'all, so my bad, yeah, sorry. So maybe it will go back to about 148 level. That's my best view. But if you ask me itself, right, be careful if it goes down here. Okay, this is very dangerous. 100. 100 is a very dangerous level. It has to stay above 100. If it goes down and breaks 100, it will sell down dramatically to 80. Okay, so kindly take note of that. Yeah, this is for Rivian. Okay, so take note of that. Okay, all right. Sorry for you guys if I didn't tell you the number. My bad. Okay, sorry. Okay. All right, so now you can see Rivian, the stock price down by 18%, and that is really bad. Yeah, because there is people are getting worried because this company haven't made a single car yet, right? I mean, other than the previous ones. So the market is just buying on just rumors and of course faith and more like Tesla, yeah? So to me, is that this counter got more room to go. So that's why no need to jump into it, okay? Take your time, yeah? Don't jump in. Now, of course, we have another very important thing is that John Malone, he says that, right, there's a misguided land rush in stocks right now, and it akin to late 1990s bubble. Okay, now, of course, Liberty Media chairman John Malone, he is not a very popular, he's not a well-known person, but of course, still he's a fund manager, he's a chairman, and he's a Liberty Media. He says that right now it's actually going down the road of what happened in 1990s. In 1990s, for some of you may not know it, it was a time whereby the dot-com crisis or dot-com bubble, and back then itself, right now, it's something like it's trying to do the same thing again. Because now this year itself for US, the US IPO has surpassed the unprecedented $1 trillion marker, right? So never been seen before, $1 trillion worth of IPO that's entering the market. It literally doubled what happened in 2020. So now with this IPO boom itself, right, a lot of companies, even they are losing money, are able to score sky-high market capitalization, and this totally detaching away from fundamental. Now this is crazy because you're telling me a company doesn't make money and you're buying on it and you're buying ahead of it and you're expecting to go higher. So of course, as the market go crazy, it will still continue, but it will be a point whereby it will reach, and that was where it will break. And of course, we've seen it before in 1999 when everybody was so crazy and gaga over the dot-com crisis. Then everybody was saying that no way it will fail. That was it, okay? So now we're talking about Rivian, a company going, and it's like $130 billion market cap. But serious, my friends, $130 billion market cap when they haven't produced a single car yet. This is really nuts, okay? So all I can say is this, guys. For trading itself, right, please be very careful. The market is definitely at a very overvalued position right now. Now, for us, we're trading Hang Seng, and last 2 days, we did not do very well. The Hang Seng, we have some losses. I want to show it to you live. Yeah, this is quite some of the very seriously hit accounts, but because we don't know to lie about it, we'll show it to you. So today, we turn back to blue again. We have 2 days of down day, and today we are back to blue again. So, of course, the blue today is not enough to cover the losses yesterday and the day before, but doesn't matter because end of the day is that we are still confident that we will make back the money. So we don't show only the winning, we will show you losses. So that only the things that I have to blanco away the individual's name, so to be fair to them, because of course you don't want to be, flame in the market, all right? You lose money, very, very hard pain. You're still being shown, not very nice, yeah? Okay. Okay, so we have the initial jobless claim. Whoa, guys, we were looking at 260,000 jobs and the market came in with 268,000, and we asked you to guess what is the number, right? So the number was 268, and the moment I saw this number, I know that I saw someone winning it already. All right, so who won it? Let's take a look. We have two of them. Yay! We have two winners. In fact, you guys are very close. You are very, very close. You got some of your figure. All right, the winner is Toming. Yes, in fact, Toming, I saw you yesterday in the office. And of course, Stanley. Yay! So two of you will win. Okay, the token is 16.88, right? So you all will share 8.44, okay? 8.44, okay? So both of y'all will win 8.44 coin. Yay! 8.44 coin will be given to the both of your ADA coin, yeah? So all of you, both of you will win, okay? So congratulations once again. For those who are very nearby, you're almost there itself, but we only look for the only one with accurate figure. So Toming, once again, good luck, yeah? You see, good luck all coming to you guys. All right, Stanley also, good luck to you. Well done. Okay. So Susan will contact you all shortly. Yep. Okay, let's look at the Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones last night plunged in the first 10 to half an hour. Then after that, the recovery came in. The plunge protection team came in to buy up again. And then it stayed flat for 4 hours. My God, they are really fantastic. After the market came down, right, they just buy. And the next 4 hours, they just maintain until the closing. Powerful, right? This is how the boys does it, okay? It's very powerful way of, holding out the market, and they have done it dramatically well. Yeah, do note today, once again, the Dow Jones is a doji day. It's a doji. More likely, it's a directional day. And now the Dow Jones staying above OP. As long as the market stable OP today's a buy. Now, S&P 500 rises in the choppy market as NVIDIA leads gain in the technology shares. Okay, let's take a look. Now, it was a choppy market after the strong earnings, but NVIDIA, the world's largest chip maker by market value and various retailer, came in, and their result was very good because they beat the top and bottom lines and issue a very bullish revenue forecast for the current quarter in January, and they see a 55% gain in the data center sales from the same period. All right, this is very bullish, and of course the stock surged by 8.3%, and that bring up the Nasdaq higher. All right, now the thing is this, of course, we do know that the market has been choppy, and of course the market has some concerning factor, like some stocks are masking some selling elsewhere apparently. So it's something to worry about because COVID, the debt ceiling, the FX stuff, the Federal Reserve tightening, and then of course all these are the negative signal here in the market. But you must understand one very important thing: is still $105 billion going to come into the system next month, the next 6 months, and so forth, right? Until we have seen the Federal Reserve lowering down figure, but it's still going to be at least $80 billion coming into the system. Now, $80 billion is a lot of money, and of course, the multiplier effect is only on one side itself. So all I can say is this, okay? There's someone asking me the same thing now. Why the Nasdaq's futures market is higher than spot market? It's because futures market do have carry costs. So with carry costs itself, usually futures price will be higher than the spot price. But of course, if the market is bearish on the market, the market is bearish on the, like example, the Nasdaq futures, then the futures will be below than spot. But if let's say now it's above, that means that the market is pretty optimistic of the current stock market right now, especially for the Nasdaq. Yeah, so you cannot, because of that, try to do a short in the Nasdaq. That's not the right way to do it. You will get killed by the market. Yeah. So let's look at the Dow Jones. A quick one on the Dow Jones. You can see the market opens between the two pivot, and of course the KSI was green in color. It was an uptick, right? So we know that if the market comes down, it will be a buy instead. If the market comes down, it will be a buy instead. So take a look, guys. Beautiful, okay? The market initially go up first, okay? And then it went all the way up, triggered MLP. MLP is mid-level price. And look at the incredible accuracy of it. It touches the MLP perfectly to the T. The day high of the day and our MLP is almost identical. My God, this is something you must remember. Our TWB system is really amazing. And after that, it basically went sideways, and of course, with a single yellow, and it triggered. And when it triggered itself, it triggered the MA, the moving average MA 30, and the Dow collapsed all the way down. Yeah. But you notice that once it recovers above the KTR -1 and pivot to, the Dow recovers very nicely. And of course, Dow is trading even higher as we are speaking right now. So all these tells you that, right, the buyers are still very strong in the market. Technically, you can make money from shorting the market, but you have to get out or else you will lose whatever you have made earlier. Yeah, very incredible, important. So that is what happened to the Dow Jones last night. Now, gold also did something like that, but in the opposite direction. Now, gold yesterday, KSI was green, it was uptick and no blue bar. So by right, gold should go higher, right? But the gold instead, it went up to P1 and pull back. Now, if you went to P1 and pull back, all the CCYR are usable to short the market. So you can see what happened, right? The market basically was ding-donging at OP, but once it loses OP, right, you can see it is a trigger of CCYR below OP, below P1. That's why you sell. Then it tried to recover. It didn't stay above OP, come back down again. And only at the later part when it became a BNB, I think it got, it just woke up and then the market went sideways already. But my point is this, below OP, whenever you see at pivot trade, you see a color change at pivot, right? It's always a very powerful tool. I tell you that color change at the pivot is one of the most powerful trend indicator that we have. Yeah, very important. Okay, all right. So we have many KSI jump yesterday. You can see that everywhere is plotting on it. Okay, so now the thing is let's look at some local and global news right now. Number one is that we have Temasek cut losses in the Chinese education stock and trims Alibaba and DD Global stakes after missteps. Okay, what's missteps? So apparently it's all right. Temasek trimmed down stakes in Alibaba, DD Global, after walking a regulatory minefield and a global sell-off. Okay, so they have covered their tracks pretty well, and they have sold all their American ADR, means all the ADRs, American Depository shares in Kanzhun, TAL Education, New Oriental Education. Okay, these are all the education ADRs, right? And of course, they've been building, Temasek been building. Then, of course, last quarter, they couldn't take anymore. The downside is down like 80%. Seriously, they lost a big deal of money. But you notice that they don't really cover much on this, okay? So, of course, they also exited from Baidu and also reduced their holding in Alibaba. So all these shows that, right, there's no confidence for the mainstream China stock. So that's why the mainstream China stock and Hong Kong is a sell whenever there's an opportunity. So you can see that this is a 13F filing of 9 different companies and mostly Chinese company. And of course, at the moment now, we're still, in terms of the positive side, apparently Temasek listed holding in 91 companies with a market cap of $28.6 billion. So it's not a lot of money, but the thing is this, they reduced some shares, right? So that's why most likely the market need to take note, right? What shares they have, they liquefy, yeah? Now, Biden says that US is considering a diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Winter Olympics. When I read these, I'm like, huh? What is diplomatic boycott? Oh, then okay, then I understand. It's basically when you have a diplomatic boycott, it's that an American athlete, in this case right now, will participate in the games, but there will be no US official. So it means that the US official don't recognize anything here itself. So if the American go and compete, right, only the world media can cover them. In short, for their own internal houses, it may not cover them. This is what I felt that way. So why is that so? Because US and its ally is still imposing sanctions on several officials of Xinjiang province, all right, because of the Uyghur people, all right, Uyghur people. And this is the reason why. And in fact, during the last meeting where Joe Biden and Xi Jinping was talking, they did not even talk about this thing here itself. So with that, it shows that, right, the US and the China relationship is nothing fantastic, yeah? Okay, so what we have also now is that going to the important market information for you is very important. Please listen, yeah? Okay, there's I saw a Fred writing there because he was not invited during the meeting with C. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, so now if Biden picks Brenner, all right, over Powell for Federal Reserve chief, okay, expect an immediate market impact. So what impact is he looking at? Because she is more dovish. I repeat, she's more dovish. So which means that she is more into buying, more into easy monetary policy. So what will happen is the market will be happy, right? Because she is more into this. Okay, if Lyra Brainer is named Federal Reserve Chairman, actually this, Anthony, you're right. Her first name is Lyra, so you're actually right. So I'm going to give it to you too because you actually wrote the first name. Yeah, hold on. Where are you? Lyra? Yes, correct. So Anthony, you also get the 2.88 ADA coin. Yeah. Please take from Susan also. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Leo, she is more dovish apparently. So that means that the Federal Reserve will take an even longer time to raise interest rate or tighten monetary policy. Now it's good and bad. Stock market wise will be happy with her doing that. But by kicking the can down the alley even longer time, this is going to create more inflation problem. So it really all depends on what Joe Biden wants. But at the moment now for Joe Biden, it makes more sense for him to take Leo because she's more dovish, if you ask me, between the two of them. And of course, I'm not too sure. Is Leo, is she a Republican or a Democrat? Yeah, I don't know. I know that Powell is a Republican. So logically speaking, all right, for Jerome Powell and Biden, they technically don't really meet eye to eye in this party lah. I'm not saying that. King Hua, the first three character, right? Yeah, but still cannot give. Okay, all right. So let's just dig it out. Let me see. Is she a Democrat or Republican? Yeah. If I'm not wrong, she should be a Democrat. Yeah, let me just check. Yeah, she's from the Democrat side, correct. Yeah. Okay, so Leo is actually from the Democrat side. So that makes sense. She's inside the running because Jerome Powell is a Republican. Now, Kelly Wood sells nearly all of her Zillow holdings after flagging housing market concerns. Wow, okay, Kelly Wood. Now, the Zillow shares is down by 44% this month alone, okay? It was worth $100 at one stage, okay? $100, my goodness. $100 was here and it was like, it's a breakout. So everybody thought that the stock is going to go higher, right? Then instead of going higher, the stock just plunged all the way down to down $60 or down by 44%. Oh my goodness. So why is that so? Because her point is this, she feels that the overall housing market is a concern right now, and it's going to be coming down because of a mid-rise in the bond yield. So of course, if this Leo came in and say, you know what, let's just be more dovish again, this may turn the market, okay? So Zillow shutdown is iBuying, and it showed that the warning on housing is like a little bit of layman feeling now at the moment, and she dumped basically all the shares through the different ETF that she's holding now. So she still have about 2.48%. Okay, still not a lot, yeah. Okay, so this is what happened. Yeah, so Cathy Wood's getting out of Zillow, and I think you should consider doing if you're actually holding that, because you got Cathy Wood whenever she dumped itself, right? Other than Tesla, the rest all mostly came down. Yeah. So another fund manager says that his name I cannot pronounce. Okay, he says that right. Fund manager explained that he's still short in Tesla, ETF, and Facebook. This is the guy. So he basically, David says that, right, he believed that his short selling on Tesla, Facebook, and Cathy Wood ETF in the year is still very good. It's vulnerable, especially if the market do a downturn. Now, of course, in the market do downturn, obviously anything and almost everything will be down. So to him itself, right, for Tesla, it's up by 54%, and Facebook, after rebranding as Meta, is up by 25%, but ARK Innovation is down by 6.25%, and because it was up quite a fair bit the day before. So the question is, okay, there's so much money to be made on this short side. He believed that the market will fall. So not too sure whether he'll be right, but I would say that the market's overvalued, yes, but whether it will come down or not, I don't know. Evergrande shares slipped after deal to raise 273 million. Now this is pretty good. Well, they raised money to do the business, right? But to 273 million dollars is not going to save them, and this will create more panic because people want to fight for it regardless, right? So you can see that the Evergrande stock in Hong Kong was a high of $16 all the way down to today's level of $2.64. Of course, basically, I believe that Evergrande likely will recover. I kind of foresee that, but you will have to drag down a few, stay under radar, then maybe come back in again. Yeah, this is my personal view on this Evergrande. I don't think it will be bankrupted. I don't think that people run away, but more of that, people will likely will be more cautious to the wind. Yeah. Okay, but S&P says that, okay, S&P Global Rating Analyst says that, right, Evergrande default is highly possible, highly likely. So that means that, right, we know that because the firm actually lost the capacity to sell new homes, which means that it's a main business model for them. And of course, you can see that he also, shows that they are pretty cooperative the whole thing, even though they screw it up, but now things get out of hand. They don't mind taking out some money to help. All right. So the CEO expect to sell all his fanciful luxury products just to basically raise some money. Yeah. Okay. So that was what happened, and they believe that the government want to unwind Evergrande in a controlled fashion or let orderly debt reconstruct taking place. So that means that for the long term itself, right, this thing will continue. Yeah. So do take note of that. Now, Alibaba shares dropped by 11% after it slashed its guidance and earnings plunge on China's slowdown. So Alibaba, of course, we know is a victim of the China crackdown on domestic technology industry, which of course saw a few of them brought into from antitrust to data protection. Now, for us itself, we didn't do any of this thing, but of course, in the world internet, they can say all they want, so we have to be very careful. Yeah. Now, what is going to be needed for this when we ask the price is because we look at the customer management revenue, the CMR, right? So it's a very important thing to basically check if there is how the clients are performing and what they're supposed to do on their own in the organization. Then of course, CIM will grow only 3% because of the slow growth. Yeah. So what did Alibaba did? They went out and then they become try to mimic all those new players to see whether they can learn something from there. And of course, do note the recently itself, right, all these dropping now in those China counters is really likely going to continue for a while. And of course, do know once again the Hong Kong market is kind of flat at the moment right now, despite the US market is up. So I kind of believe that there will be more selling later today. Yeah, I believe that there could be more selling coming in later today for Hong Kong market. Yeah, so that's my personal view. Okay, so traders, if you want to think of that, yeah. Now, there is this billionaire investor called Flowers, okay? Now, he says that, right, so this is crazy to see, FinTech J. Christopher Flowers says that there's a lot of indicators that show that it's a bubble. I've seen it quite a bit. And FinTech companies like PayPal, Square, had their market value soar way above. So in his opinion itself, right, he feel that, right, PayPal now, the market cap is about $242 billion. It's way higher than Wells Fargo or Citigroup. He believed that Square, the fintech company with Jack Dorsey, is also involved. The now company called Square is $107 billion, even bigger than US Bangkok. So all these things is even Stripe is just a for payment services is valued at $695 billion. I mean, seriously, I don't know about the other two, but my feel is this Stripe should only worth the maximum, I give it to you, maybe about $50 billion. Yeah, from what I researched, the maximum is about 50 billion and the market is at 95 billion. So the market is basically buying one time more than its fair value. But again, is valuation important right now? Well, the market doesn't care anymore. The market just want to buy and let the best decide. Yeah. So now we can see over here itself, right? The fear and greed indicator is showing very clearly. Oh, I didn't update yet. Sorry, my bad. I haven't updated yet. Let me update for you right now. Yeah, I haven't updated yet. This is not the latest one. Yeah. All right, the latest fear greed index now, the numbers. Okay. The number for today is 75. So it retracted a little bit, yeah? It retracted a little bit. It's supposed to be, yesterday it was 78, yeah? Yesterday was 78. Okay, so I'm going to do some changing here, yeah, not updated. Okay. On here. Okay, now it's 75. Okay, now it's 75. Yesterday was 78. Yesterday, the day before. This is delayed by 2 days already. Yeah, my bad. Okay, all right. So now it's 75. It went a high of 86, and then it pulled back. So that's the reason why we know that the Dow came off a little bit. Yeah. So of course this is not updated. Yeah, let me just bring it to you right now. There we go. So the numbers that also shows that it's coming down a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do it live to just make sure that we can keep ourselves all updated. Okay, done. Yep. So this is the latest one, and it's coming down. So if we're going to like do the same thing as what you've done before, it will already come down a bit more to about 60 level range. So if that happens itself, right, then maybe we can see the Dow Jones down by another 1 or 2% more. If let's say if we're going to be following what happened previously, yeah. Okay, guys, let's look at the chart right now. The bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the flamingo is different this time. Now, MAO itself at this junction here is most important because, guys, this is where things get very incredible. Let's enjoy this, okay? Let's go. Now, the thing is this, as you can see right now, this is the version 5.8 version. So this is for the PTP student. We're going to have a PTP in December, yeah? So if you are looking to, enjoy the professional training classes, come for the PTP class, okay? PTP class, yeah. Okay, so let's look at the market for today. And I told you Hang Seng is coming down, as you can see on your screen right now. Hang Seng is coming down. I already share to the students who are online just now with me, and I said that the Hang Seng market will be trading lower, yeah, and it's seemingly following through. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me just put on. Okay, now let's talk Hong Kong first, a quick one. Now, Hong Kong today is a CCYR, yeah? Hong Kong today is a CCYR on the Hong Kong. It's below MA30, it's below MLP. All right, and of course, it is actually also below the MA200. So it's very bearish, okay? It is very bearish, okay? So this morning, the Hang Seng went up first, yeah? Why? Because the KSI was a green KSI, but the thing is a down tick. So initially, it went up first, but now it went back below OP, and my view is it will go down to this point. It will go down to here. What number is that? That is 24,611. I believe that Hang Seng will drop down to 24,611 later today or tomorrow, yeah, if I'm correct. But the ultimate figure that we are all aiming is here, and this figure is 24,244, yeah, 24,244. This is the figure that we are all aiming right now. So for those people who thinks that the market will drop, so they're looking at 24,244 level. Yep. Okay. So that is the Hang Seng view for today. Yes. Yeah. Now, how about China? Let's do a bit of China first. China, you can see this morning, China recovers. Now, I told you yesterday, there is a very interesting support at about this price at 15,330 level around here. It has been a very interesting support for the couple of times already, and today it happened again. So when China market comes down to this 15,330, almost instantaneously, it always will rebound. But I say this before to you many times, when a market purposely support a figure for some time, right, there's only two prongs on it. One, the market rally. Two, the market collapse. So now I believe that, right, once the market loses 15,330, there's a good chance that it will come back down again. And this time around, it may retest again the 61.8, and that's 14,977. So of course, if let's say, if we do see that the China market loses 15,330, there is a chance to see this market coming down to 14,977. And of course, if China A50 do come down to 14,977, that means that for Hong Kong market to come down to the level 24,244 it's kind of highly possible. Yeah. So that is my view on Hong Kong and China today. Yep. Okay. So it's still below the MA30 and below MA200. So it's very clear the market is still very bearish at the moment. The only saving grace right now is actually above MLP. So hopefully it stays there. If it loses MLP, then that will be all, right? MLP for today is somewhere near here, and that's about 15,417. Yeah. So now it's marginally above it. Okay, Hong Kong done, China done. Let's look at the US Dow Jones. Now, Dow Jones today is a bit different, yeah? Dow Jones today, if you look carefully, everybody, the Dow Jones today, we have beautiful movement first. Let's take a look, everybody. Now, first of all, the beautiful part is that I share with you that if the Dow Jones do break down, it will come down to this point. And this particular point, I say, is 35,737. Now, yesterday, the Dow Jones was trading at 35,900, remember? And I said that the Dow Jones will go down to this 35,737, remember? Right, if you remember, it's all right, please key Dow Jones spot on for me, because I told you that Dow Jones will come down to 35,737. And of course, quite a few students text me that they actually made money from there. So once the market has triggered the BMB minus 1x1, we said that before, it will likely rebound. And now the Dow is actually rebounding. And today is above the pivot 1. So opening price above pivot 1 is a buy. So that's why this morning, right, the Dow Jones is trading upwards already. Now the Dow Jones at 35,984. Yeah, so above OP, above pivot 1, it is a buy already, right? Yes, indeed. So very nice. The Dow Jones really spot on. Yeah, thank you very much. So how high will it go up? Well, it can go back to the cage level. Now the cage level will be somewhere, wait, let me see. If we return to the cage itself, right, it may go back to 36,050, yeah? 36,050, yeah? That is where the Dow could go later today if it stays up, yeah? Okay, right. If it stays down today, then of course the 35,800 must stay, because once it loses that itself, right, then you go back into the 2 pivot point and price may go lower. Well, I don't think you go down much. 35,744 will still be utilized again because it's a KCB. All right, it's still with the market. So that's why if the Dow Jones do go down, 35,744 should be the first technical level to watch out. Yeah. All right, let's go at Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq continue to go higher. Now, several of you guys have texted me, Cal, can we short the Nasdaq? My answer to you is no for now. Wait a while. Why? You see, let me explain to you why. The market, whenever it goes up, then it pull back, right? This is very normal. This is the point of the highest point. Look at it. The market take it up beautifully yesterday. So that means that the market may have to push it up a bit more before we can bring it down again. So at the moment now for Nasdaq, as long as it stays above 16,553, the market should be still positive. Now, if the market do come down, okay, if it do come down, it cannot lose the previous high level. So that means that if you want to really, look deep into this, wait, hold on. The high of the Nasdaq is 16,459. Okay, which means that if the market stays, if the market for this here, if it stays down and it breaks 16,459, it will bring the Nasdaq down. If not itself, it will stay firmly and then rebound again. Yeah, 16,459. So it's still pretty far away now. It's only down to 16,578, right? So I don't think it will come down to that point, at least for today. Tomorrow, maybe. Yeah. S&P 500, wow, look at it. A new BNB is formed and looks like it's on the way. Now, the BNB shows that the S&P can go all the way to 47.51 before we can see a pulling back. Yeah, so traders, today is also above pivot 1. So now it's above OP, above pivot 1. It's a buy day. The only thing that's against it is KSI, which is good, but it's down tick. So that means that the upside itself will be limited. Yeah, do take note of that. Now, that means the S&P 500 can go to 47.51. Yes, from the way I look at it, there is a possibility 47.51, yeah? Unless dramatically something changed across the board. Okay, so that's S&P 500. Let's look at the DAX market. The DAX continued to go higher, but DAX yesterday should be a doji day for today. And it's a BNB, a new BNB is formed. So we will look at it, how much extension it will be. And we just follow the extension and buy and sell and make money. Yeah, that's for DAX. Now, DAX KSI is green and it's uptick. So there should be further upside, a bit more upside, but the pivot not ready yet. So I'll leave it alone. Yeah. Okay, so we have DAX, now crude oil. Now, crude oil rebounded beautifully. It rebounded. Okay, it came all the way down. Then it misses my target of $75.90. All right, then after it rebounded. But the thing is this, based on rule, you should have bought it yesterday because it's above OP, above pivot 1. No, like just like the same thing like just now, earlier itself, right? Same thing happening. So if you want to buy silver, you have, for today, it is pretty clear. So if I buy crude, to buy crude today is very clear. As long as it stays above OP, it's a buy. Today's OP is 78.18, 78.13, yeah? So as long as crude oil stays above 78.13, it's a buy because it's above P1 and above OP. But, and usually the crude oil goes higher, right? The Dow also follow through. So maybe that's the reason why the Dow today is also up now, yeah? Okay, that's for crude oil. I still believe in my charting. I still think that it will be a time whereby you come down to 75.90. Will it be today? I don't think so. Maybe for next week when the generally market is down, then maybe you can remember this and you can say that, right, well, let's go and buy some coffee at 75.90. Yeah? Okay, so that is the view of crude oil. Okay, so done on crude oil, done on DAX, done indices. Now look at gold. Let's take a look. Gold. Now gold is moving higher. Gold is moving higher. So let me share with you something in the gold chart. Everybody take a look. Now this is the gold chart. And usually we all know we draw boxes. Yeah, boxes. Something like this. Yeah. Okay, so what you see is that the market has been consolidating over the few days, all right, in this manner. And of course, all right, what's the range between them itself? The range is about almost $30, about $30. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this, between them, okay, if the market stays higher, it will be $10 versus $10 for the winner. So in terms of means that, right, if the gold has been ding-donging, right, let's say some people have been buying gold or selling gold, I'm informing you, once the gold break up this point is roughly about 1870. Okay, 1870. So 1870 is the upside, and the downside will be 1840, somewhere there. It will be a $30 potential movement, $30. So which means that the market could hit 1900, or if it drop down to 1810. Got it? That means that the market can go either direction, 1900 or 1810. Yeah, 10. Okay. All right. So what do you think? Do you think that the gold will hit 1900, or you think that the gold will hit 1810? What do you think? Put your number right now into the group chat. Yeah. What do you think? Which side will the market be going? 1810 or 1900? Let me have your view. Yeah, let me see what's your take here. Okay, so let's take a look, everybody. Okay, we have Alex 1810, Chongming 1900, Anthony 1900, so 2, Louis 1810, 22, Terry 1900, 23, Susan 1900, Andrew 1900, okay, 2627. Fred say down first, Kevin so down first, Judy up first. So we have more people saying that it will go to 1900 first. All right, this time around. Okay. Well, if you ask me, it's all right. Like I say, if let's say this Leo, she's a dovish, so that means that there'll be no rate hike. The dollar will come down, and when the dollar comes down, most likely the gold will go higher. So my view is that most likely gold price should be going to 1900 first. Yeah, based on what we're seeing right now, makes more sense for gold to go up towards 1900 first. But of course, for people like me who want to buy gold a lot, then of course coming down to 1810 would be the best. But just that the risk-reward ratio most likely doesn't curtail to this. Yeah. Okay, so that is the gold price and silver price. Now let's look at silver. Now, silver is also having a BNB on its own, and that BNB is kind of tight, but it's still okay. The level here is 24.12. The upside is 26, sorry. 26.03, yeah. So which means that if the market stays up for this silver and it breaks above pivot 1, we can see even going all the way to 26.03. Oh, this we are. Couple of days movement. If not, if the market breaks down P2, we may even see coming down to all the way to 24.12 level. Yeah. Okay, so that is silver for you. All right, I'm done my crude, so I'm done with the commodities, and last one will be Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin have just came down further. It's at 55,800 level already. Yes, it's still coming down. And I still think that it will drag down all the way to this point here, and that's 54,000. Why is that so? Because 54,000 is a pivot 2 level. So most likely, you can see from the indicators, the KSI is down, the blue bars are standing. And of course, seriously, I don't think there's any way the market will go up first for time being. So 54,000 will pitch first, will hit first. Panic will come in here and there. Then after that, the market may recover. Yeah, that is for gold. Sorry, for Bitcoin, yeah, for Bitcoin. So how about Ethereum? Now for Ethereum, it's most likely doing the same thing for Ethereum. Ethereum will most likely be coming downwards. I believe Ethereum now is going to come down. There's a very strong base at 39.78, a very strong base at this point. But I believe that if it breaks here, it should come down to 38.07. But of course, the one-time one is still the same, it's 35.60, yeah? So all depends on what our market is moving now. So first level is 978, which is already triggered and recovered. Then of course it's the 38.07. Okay, 38.07 is the next chocolate bar, and BNB will be 35.60. I think 35.60 looks very, very alluring, and it should be good in my opinion. 35.60. Okay, all right. So that will be all for today. Just remember, guys, very important to take away for today is the Dow Jones is a doji directional day. As long as it stays above OP, it's a buy. So that's why today we stay by. My KSI, my KRW all are pretty good. All are showing that the positivity in the market is still there. But of course, if anytime you want to talk to me or chat with me, just contact me through Telegram. I'll be there to help you. All right, guys, that will be all for today. Thank you very much for those who want ADA coin. Congratulations. Okay, congrats to all ADA coin winners. Yeah. Okay. All right. That all will be today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.